Yo, it's your girl Quincy, and I'm back with another scary reaction video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Some of you guys might want to send me videos, so make sure you hit the link below so you can go straight to the Discord and send me any videos that you want me to react to. And don't forget to tap that notification bell so you won't miss one video. Let's get right into it.
This next entry is one that's as heartbreaking as it is eerie. A family, grieving the loss of their daughter, began noticing that items left on her grave were mysteriously disappearing. Determined to find out who or what was responsible, they set up a night vision camera overlooking her resting place. The camera wasn't a video camera, but it was motion activated, capturing photos whenever something moved in front of it. What they found the next morning shocked them to their core. Among the photos was an image of a little girl wandering through the graveyard at night, all alone, but the family had no idea who she was or why she was there. Understandably shaken, they brought the photos to the cemetery workers, hoping for answers. To their astonishment, the workers immediately recognized the girl and knew exactly who she was. They led the family to another grave, just a short distance away, where another little girl was buried, Fabiola Nova Rodriguez. The workers gave the family the details of Fabiola's mother, and the following day, the family reached out and arranged to meet her. When they showed the photos to Fabiola's mother, her face filled with emotion as she said, "That's my Fabiola." So, was this a sign from beyond, or a lingering presence tied to the cemetery? Whatever the explanation, this story leaves us with more questions than answers, and a chilling reminder of how close the past might be to the present. If you're a fan of scary videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads. The following clip, which was captured by the Atlantic Paranormal Society when they visited Eastern State Penitentiary in Pennsylvania, USA, was uploaded to YouTube back in 2006 by a user named Prosperous. Eastern State Penitentiary, which closed in 1971, has over 150 years of history, making it an ideal place for spirits and ghosts to roam the halls. With over 70,000 inmates having passed through the prison, many of which were subjected to cruel and harsh punishment, it is unsurprising that many souls would remain. Echoing voices, phantom footsteps, shadow figures, and apparitions have all made Eastern State an attractive place for many paranormal investigators over the years, claiming that it is a hotspot for ghosts. The Atlantic Paranormal Society, or TAPS for short, visits the old prison and sets up static night vision cameras in different areas. One of their cameras caught something which has left experts lost for words. Caught on camera, a cloudy dark figure paces up and down the hall. Although blurry, the gait of the movement is undeniably striking. Experts have been left baffled by this clip, but for the most part seem to find it credible, and viewers are genuinely creeped out, with many believing it to be genuine footage of a ghost caught on camera. But what do you think? Is this compelling evidence that Eastern State Penitentiary is haunted, or is there another explanation? Let me know your thoughts below. A photo shared on Facebook in September has attracted a lot of attention. It was uploaded to the page Chilling Scary, but the original source of the photo is unknown. The only information I was able to find was that it was taken by a group of friends who went hiking in Chile. At first glance, the photo looks normal. Nothing creepy about it, right? Well, look very, very closely. In between two of the women, what looks like a face can be seen, but who is it? Facebook commenters had their say, with users like Kim Chavez stating that, quote, "It looks like a spirit of a person from a local native tribe there in Chile," and the majority agree that they do indeed see a face. But the question remains, who or what is it? Is this the face of a spirit? You tell me. The next disturbing clip has been shared before. It was uploaded to TikTok by a user named Some Demon. Recorded late one night on a home security camera, the user, a girl, can be seen sleeping soundly in her bed, but then this happens. The girl begins to twitch, then slowly sits upright in her bed. She eerily turns towards the camera, her eyes glowing bright. Her mouth then opens wider than humanly possible before she falls back down with force. Commenters on this video believe that this girl is possessed by a demon and that she should seek help from God ASAP. Others highlight the fact that we may not be as safe as we think we are when we are asleep, which, to be honest, is a frightening thought. This next set of clips were uploaded to the internet by The Green Manor, an Airbnb run by a woman named Kaylee. Apparently, the Green Manor is over 260 years old, and both Kaylee and guests have noticed some rather unexplainable things happening in and around the old property. One thing in particular is guests complaining about strange noises, including the sounds of footsteps and talking coming from the attic above the bedroom. However, the attic door is always locked, and Kaylee is the only one with a key, so the likelihood anyone or anything could get up there is small. After receiving multiple complaints about footsteps and talking coming from the attic, Kaylee decides to set up a camera in the attic to try and get to the bottom of it all. And it doesn't take long for the camera to detect something. But when she checks the footage, it shows nothing out of the ordinary. The sounds don't stop though, and more guests complain, so Kaylee decides to stay the night in the Airbnb for a week. And late one night, she's awoken by noises. She grabs her phone to record everything as evidence. This is what she caught.
And this whole time I'm getting ring notifications that there is motion in my attic. And mind you, we moved the camera to this small room off of the attic. So like the timing right now is a little crazy.
Noises can be heard coming from above Kaylee as she walks around the Airbnb, and she mentions that the whole time her Ring camera had been sending her notifications of motion detected. She checks the footage but doesn't see anything. However, the next night, the camera captures something which has left viewers spooked. The door in the attic creaks open and closed, mysteriously, all by itself. And if you look closely, small orbs, which paranormal believers say are spirits, can be seen floating around. But did you spot it? No, neither did I at first. Eagle-eyed viewers did though. As the door opens wider, what looks like the face of someone or something can be seen looking in through the gap of the door. But what the fuck is it? Commenters on this video suggest that this is a ghost child and believe that Kaylee's Ring camera caught a ghost on camera who is the culprit for all the noises the guests had been complaining about. But what do you think is happening here? Share your thoughts below. Russian ghost hunters taboo seekers of the paranormal uploaded this next creepy video back in July 2023 and it's left viewers pretty spooked ever since. In the video, couple Nastia and Andre set up static night vision cameras around their home and attempt to contact an entity they believe has been haunting them. With cameras set up, Nastia sits blindfolded in the middle of the room with white noise playing through a pair of headphones and a microphone in hand. Andre films the whole thing. While attempting to make contact, they manage to make contact with something through their EVP device.
Мы хотим связаться с сущностью, которая обитает у нас в квартире. Мы можем это сделать? Да.
They communicate for over 10 minutes before moving on to using a pendulum. Then after, Nastia is blindfolded again. This time, she sits alone in the bathroom in the pitch black with a static night vision camera pointed directly at her. And it captures this.
Я прям это почувствовала сейчас.
As Nastia is sat alone blindfolded in the bathroom, something transparent, albeit quite difficult to see, can be seen moving behind her. And then, a few moments later, an orb slowly moves towards her before suddenly Nastia jumps up in shock, claiming that something grabbed her by her shoulder. And if we zoom in and enhance the video slightly, we can see that Nastia jumps right at the moment this orb-like thing reaches her. Creeped out, she flees the room. After this, the pair decide to end the communication there and review the footage. And to their horror, while they were using the EVP device and pendulum earlier, someone or something appeared in the bathroom, literally minutes before Nastia went in there alone. And their Kinect camera recorded this.
Oh, it's a person right there, bro. It's a whole person. You can, the stick's got the legs, arms, and everything. The only thing I'm waiting over the head, I see the neck stick. Like they're trying to get out the bathroom or something. What is that?
Someone or something is captured on the Kinect camera and displayed as a stick figure. At the same time, their static night vision camera detects something we can't see. The figure then disappears through the floor before reappearing just a few seconds later in a standing position, and again causing the night vision camera to move as if it's detecting something moving. The figure then vanishes for a final time. After uploading this video to YouTube, Taboo's viewers were spooked. They believe that Andre and Nastia caught paranormal activity on camera and that their apartment is definitely haunted. But what do you think? Use the comments to share your thoughts on this one.
All this suspenseful music is getting me down.
This next video was uploaded to YouTube by Candace Gardner, who claims her home is haunted by a quote, poltergeist. For some time, Candace has uploaded video footage of orbs floating around in front of her home security camera, toys moving on their own, and many other things that have led her to believe it's all down to something paranormal. In this first video, captured on Candace's home security camera, Candace is in her kitchen when this happens. A utensil suddenly launches in the air, startling Candace, who jumps in shock. On another day, Candace decides to move the camera closer in the kitchen in an attempt to capture clearer evidence if the quote, poltergeist does something. But nothing happens. However, a few days later, the camera captured this. A knife flies out of the knife block, narrowly missing Candace, who again jumps in fear. In the following nights after this, Candace begins to experience something even more disturbing, waking up in the middle of the night with intense pain, only to find unexplained scratch marks on her body, which suggests she may be marked for possession. A few days pass and nothing much really happens, but then, while Candace and her husband are resting in their living room, something terrifying happens. Candace is awoken from her rest by her leg being pulled and twisted in ways that would be impossible for most people. She yells for help, "Get it off me," and her husband struggles to free her from something we can't see that is holding her leg. But who or what could be doing this? YouTube viewers agree with Candace that all these incidents she managed to capture on camera are exactly caused by what she says, a poltergeist. But what do you think is going on here? Is this poltergeist activity? Drop a comment with your thoughts. This next eerie video was uploaded to YouTube and has left viewers horrified. Jerick, a taxi driver based in the Philippines, driving down an infamously haunted road in Bugao City known as Loacan Road, when he saw a woman on the side of the road waving for him to stop. This is what happened.
Saan po kayo, ma'am? Scott Barrio. Multa ata yung nasakay ko ah. Ay, wala. Multo yung nasakay ko. Diyos ko.
The door open.
Ma'am.
What the f...
May sumakay kanina.
How the door open? Nobody said.
May sumakay kanina pero bakit nawala? Scout bar yung sabi.
I didn't see not one person. The door open. How did it open?
Rear passenger door to Jerrick's cab opens and closes, and according to Jerrick at that moment, a lady had gotten into his cab. She gives him the directions. Jerrick drives for a short while, but moments later, he checks his rearview mirror and sees no woman. Jerrick says that she must have simply disappeared. Jerrick is terrified and checks the backseat of his cab, but there's no trace of the woman. What makes things even more creepy is that a secondary camera also recorded the exact moment Jerrick pulls over.
That is crazy.
So, did Jerrick end up giving a taxi ride to a ghost? Let me know your thoughts below. Queenie Rubio was looking through some old family photos one night when one in particular catches her eye. The photo in question shows Kwani and her family standing outside an old church. At first glance, the photo looks normal. But when Kwani looked a little closer, she was shocked beyond words. Kwani decides to share it to her social media page in the hopes that someone can provide her with answers.
Teve uma época que eu morava no interior de Minas Gerais e morava eu, minha mãe, minha irmã e meu padrasto. Começou a acontecer umas coisas muito bizarras, muito estranhas mesmo no nosso apartamento. A gente morava no 12º andar. E tava tipo uma loucura, a gente já não sabia mais o que fazer. Minha mãe tava com tanto medo que ela colocou grade na janela, com medo de acontecer alguma coisa com a gente, né, comigo e com a minha irmã. Tá, aí chegou um belo dia, a gente decidiu ir pra Tiradentes, uma cidade, né, famosa pela sua história, ela é bem antiga, tem muita história mesmo pesada, né, tanto que o Tiradentes, o médico, o dentista, morreu lá, né, enforcado na praça pra todo mundo ver. Enfim, é uma cidade que quando você chega, gente, você já sente o clima pesar de uma forma. E a gente foi visitar uma igreja, a mais famosa, uma amarela que tem lá. Quando a gente chegou nessa igreja, antigamente eu não sabia. Era muito comum que os cemitérios, eles existiam do lado da igreja, literalmente do lado, tipo no quintal. As pessoas eram enterradas na igreja, praticamente, no quintal da igreja. Eu não sabia disso. Tiramos uma foto de frente à igreja. Gente, olhem a foto. Olhem essa foto, basicamente não tem nada, né? A minha irmã essa primeira, minha mãe a segunda, eu de saia rosa horrorosa e minha prima. Não tem nada, né? Agora eu vou sair daqui. Gente, foquem aqui no lado esquerdo da minha irmã. Eu vou ver se eu consigo dar zoom. Bem na porta da igreja. Eu vou colocar essa foto. Gente, eu morro de medo disso. Foi meu padrasto que viu na época. Eu vou mostrar. Gente, vocês estão vendo? Pelo amor de Deus. Eu mostrei pro meu professor de física. Ele não conseguiu falar, não tem nada refletindo pra ser um reflexo de alguém. Gente, olha isso. Olha a cara, parece os Volturi. Olha aqui, olha a cruz no meio. Vocês estão vendo a cruz no meio? Aqui, a cruz. Tem uma cruz aqui. Cadê? Aqui embaixo. A mão. Olha a mão. Olha esse rosto com esse olho olhando diretamente pra cá. Gente, vocês estão vendo isso?
The background of Kwani's family photo, a translucent, human-like figure can be seen, just standing there. Commenters on this video believe that Kwani inadvertently caught a ghost on camera. But what do you think? Is this a ghost? Comment below and let me know. posted to the internet a couple of years ago by a user named Our Haunted House. These set of creepy clips have recently resurfaced. As the uploader's username suggests, his house is supposedly haunted. Apparently, paranormal activity regularly takes place in and around the uploader's home. Closed doors would mysteriously open all by themselves. Lights would flicker on and off, and his dog would bark at things that he could not see. Wanting to document it all on camera, the uploader creates the account with the username Our Haunted House and posts footage of what he encounters. In this first clip, while he's home alone late at night, his dog alerts him to something out front. Creeped out, he decides to film it for evidence.
What the hell just happened?
My dog just started barking for no fucking reason. Holy shit, there's somebody out there.
As the man looks out the window, a dark figure can be seen just standing there, staring at him from the darkness. Then, when the man rushes to check, whoever it was has disappeared. But some viewers who mention that by him opening the door, he made a grave mistake, as according to them, if it is something paranormal, then he may have inadvertently invited whoever or whatever this is inside his home. And a few nights later, while making his way through his home, he notices something out the corner of his eye. But when he looks, he sees nothing. He does another take, but all seems fine. So he switches the light off and then, again, notices something in his peripheral vision. And this time, he feels a sense of intense fear. But when he switches the light on and looks around, nothing seems out of the ordinary. Spooked by this, he decides to move one of his security cameras into the room where this just occurred. He then switches the light on and off several times, but nothing happens. Still, everything seems fine. However, after several attempts, the camera captures this.
I found the Shadow Man again.
Oh.
When the man rushes to check. When the lights go out, a dark figure appears and stands motionless in the shadows. But when the lights turn on, the figure disappears. After uploading this video to his account, a commenter said, "He's behind the curtain," but Our Haunted House says he wasn't, and moves the camera into a position to show that it wasn't behind the curtain. He hits record on the camera, waits patiently, flicks the light off and on several times, and it doesn't take long for it to show itself again. As the lights go out, the dark figure appears again, but when the lights turn on, it's nowhere to be seen. This was the last time this figure was seen for a while, but one night, while the uploader is relaxing at home, he senses something in the room with him. Wanting to capture more proof, he starts recording on his phone.
It's right there. Holy shit.
A pair of glowing, yellowish eyes can be seen watching the man before they slip away out of sight. But whose were they? Scared the activity is getting worse, the man seeks help from God. He lights candles and burns sage around his house, hoping that whatever is haunting him leaves him the fuck alone. But as he's walking around with sage in his hands, whatever is there shows itself again.
What y'all think? Let me know. Maybe I don't know something that y'all know.
As he's walking with sage in hand, something startles them from behind, and then a pair of glowing eyes can be seen high up, probably 7 or 8 feet in height, watching them from the darkness. And the uploader and the person recording flee in fear. In the days following this, the man captures creepy noises such as a breath outside his bathroom. And on another day, while he's getting ready for bed, he discovers a message written on his bathroom mirror. But what does it say? We can see writing on the bathroom mirror, and the man claims that the shadow man is leaving him messages. After doing some research on this word, I'm not sure what the meaning of that word might be, and if you have any idea what this means, let me know in the comments. Then, at the same time, while he was getting ready for bed, and when this message appeared, a camera placed in another room caught this. In the window at the back, during the flashes of light, we can see someone or something slowly peek down and in through the window. But what is it? After this, nothing happens for a few days, and the uploader decides to post a video explaining what he thinks is the reason behind all of it.
Hey everyone, things have been pretty quiet for a few days now, so I wanted to address some of the comments that I've seen and people wondering about me having one arm. Yeah, I have one arm. It's actually because I'm a cancer survivor, and it was in my arm, so they had to amputate it. And between the radiation and chemo and surgeries, they kind of bring you to the brink of death without actually you. I feel like that's where I had my first paranormal experience. During my chemo, I went on a tour of the Queen Mary, and I was in a big group, and we went past this long vacant hallway that was like completely gutted in the interior of the ship, and suddenly I hear boom, 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 and then I turned to the people that were with me, and I was like, did you hear that? And they're like, no, nobody else in the group heard it, just me. And I'm wondering how much that has to do with what's going on now. I'm not sure.
So, what do you think is going on here? Is this man's home really haunted as he believes? I'll leave that for you to decide. We've just launched our YouTube membership program, and I'm excited to invite you to become a part of it. By joining, you'll get access to members-only content, priority replies from us in the comments, loyalty badges next to your name, and much more. Plus, you'll be supporting the channel directly, which helps us to keep creating the content you love to watch. To support us, just hit the join button below this video. It's that simple. Whether you decide to join or not, I'm grateful for your support. And if you're not ready to join yet, but love watching scary videos, then please, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you never miss a scary video. Ghost Hunter Franco TV sets out on a solo venture to investigate an abandoned haunted house late at night. Apparently, the mansion is haunted by the ghost of a small boy, and sightings of him have been quite frequent. Frank spends a while exploring the outside, and eventually the inside of the old mansion, where he hears something.
Hola?
Okay, guys, that's been the first
Hola?
half of Mind Junkie.
The creepy sounds of a child toy can be heard coming from another part of the mansion, but when Frank gets to it, no one's around. Sometime later, Frank makes his way back outside, and what he captures next has left him and his viewers creeped out.
These are the other mansions that I've been to. That one and this one. But right now I'm in this one. See if I got any movement. That's that whole hallway. And then right here is the big window. What the hell is that? Oh, that look.
Don't forget,
The
Discord is
face
right down
of
at the
what
bottom
looks
of the
like a
description.
boy can be seen peeking
Make
out
sure you
from a
guys send
window
the videos
and
you want me to
staring
react to.
right at Frank.
Alright guys, this has been 20 scariest ghost videos of all time. Make sure you hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you won't miss another video. We're getting to part 2.